Sorry about the informalities. That was unpredicted, to say the least. But we are back, Mitchell.
Yes, M&M, as you say. So,
has returned again,
yeah.
2 times in 1 day. Congratulations.
Yes, yeah, congratulations. Let's get some viewers. Guys, remember to pop the like button and comment in the chat and subscribe and hit on notifications. That will be great. We got 3 subscribers to go to hit the triple figure. So please, guys, I ask you, I beg you, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, what Mitch said is very true. It definitely does help a lot. We are missing one name. I believe it is that. No, DFAC is here. What an interesting name. Who are we missing? Jalmi. We are missing Jalmi, I believe. Yep. Jalmi. Come on, Jalmi. So, Mitch, obviously we had an interesting qualifying session. I don't think it was that exciting, but there was definitely a few things to watch on. We're kind of repeating information here at the moment, but yeah, like, name changer is starting from the back.
Yeah, that's correct. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that is very interesting. And obviously we also have Mikey on pole position.
Not bad for Mr. Saturday, as you quoted it.
Yeah.
So
hopefully he can become Mr. Sunday today and win the race,
yeah,
but
Mr. Sunday.
we'll see.
Awesome.
So, thanks to everyone that is tuning in. We apologize for the restart. It was out of our control. And then also sorry for the evening again, Chris. Welcome back. So, everyone needs to be on the same tire that they were on. Everyone needs to rush and get their setup up. And yeah, we should be good to go in about a minute and a half's time, give or take. We know it's going to be clear. So, should be dry. Hello, Mr. Gingerbush. You're not missing much. That is to be said.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that, Mitch? Are we going to get in trouble for saying that?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Is Gingerbush not racing tonight?
Gingerbush is busy today, and he says evening ladies, so we're going to avoid Gingerbush for the rest of the day. We're going to put him on the naughty step.
Hey, man! I'm no lady.
I agree, Gingerbush, you will be.
Yeah.
He says he'll be home from work by the time we start, and I would not put the odds against him. Right, so we're back. Very clear weather, as we saw before, about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, guys need to get their setups on. I think we might see a name changer masterclass from the back of the grid today, Mitch.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Obviously, everyone in the top 10 except for Pedro and Adam on mediums. So that is all good. And now the guys outside the top 10, I believe they use the same tire they were on for the formation lap. Matoman maybe being an exemption because he obviously wasn't here. But don't quote me on that. Yes, welcome back, Glock. I'm sure you will have your eyes thoroughly set on that top step of the podium. So Boastman had a very good qualifying, Mitch. Top runner of the mediums. Was exactly a tenth off Mikey, so there's always that. And yeah, so I think as guys just filter their setups. Do you want to say something, Mitch?
Yeah, I must say with everyone with the new tires and stuff like that, I think Mikey will have a good
Oh yeah,
off.
it definitely gives him a better opening lap.
Yeah.
It will take a bit longer for the mediums to maybe rubber in, as Chris is ready to up. So we are going to get underway in 15 seconds. Everyone frantically at this stage, Mitch, is rushing for a setup. SPW needs to switch on to the hard compounded tire if that is what he desires to start on, like last time. So we have the fake 5 red lights for the formation lap.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull up everything again.
Yeah.
SPW did get onto that hard compound, so everyone is on the correct tires, the exact same as last time. So Mitch, that turn 1 it's an interesting corner, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a very tight corner, and with a guy of Name Changer's skill at the back of the grid, you know, we're definitely looking at probably, I don't like saying this, but a crash.
Yeah, no, it's possible.
As Mikey's and Pedro and Adam have been disqualified.
Oh no.
Typical. So, oh no, I have the rev glitch for Glock. And it was on Mikey, but thankfully I don't have it anymore. But Glock is going to be an annoying one for our ears and for the viewers' ears. So Mikey frantically should be getting these tires up to the temperature he wants to now. The guys behind him on the medium seem to be very in unison, just going straight. No one truly getting much heat into those tires. I'm looking at Vapors, his are about 88, I can't see Brock's. Chris's front left is on 56 degrees.
Sure. Your
Pelly's
good,
on the same. All these, the 2 Renaults have not warmed up their tires at all, going off the grid thing. That is not good for Chris and Co. As we finally get everyone onto the grid, and this time we will have 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 5 red lights, and away we go. Mikey gets a good start. Mikey gets a really good start. Glock is up and beside Boastman. Jensen is gonna maybe get overtaken by Chris. Around the outside goes Chris. He doesn't get the move done. We're gonna ride on board with Chris. It's not Chris, it is Pelly. Oh, Vapor going all sorts of out of shape. So Chris had a bad start. And it looks like everyone, we have big, like 5 wide in the middle. And a Renault DFAC is around. DFAC is around. His hard compound tires are the tires you want to be on if you go around. Mikey getting a bit out of shape in the middle sector. Boastman all over the back of him.
Come on, Mikey.
As we have another yellow flag. I believe that is for... I don't actually know. But, as you can see, just everyone frantically gaining... Well, trying to gain positions. Let's have a look at the position changes. Pelly up 1. Brock up 1. Vapor up 1. SPW up 3 on the hard compound. Chris down 4. Matoman up 3 and Name Changer up 6. So, let's get
Mikey dropped.
Hmm?
Mikey's in second. I don't know if this game
That's
is...
the glitch. Mikey's in first. So, let's
okay.
ride on board with Chris. He's got a bit of work to do now. This is not the position you want to be in. SPW's tires a lot colder on you. You need to burn your ERS, Chris. There's no point sitting behind him. Boastman and Glock going side by side? No. Just the glitch returning everyone to their positions. Pelly up into P5, so good stuff by Pelly. Name changers now all over the back of Madoman, so Chris, look behind you. This is not a good position to be in. Pedro and Adam, the big losers of... Oh, a name changer! Ooh, he doesn't lose any position, but that will be a way of warming up the tires, Mitch, I guess.
Yeah.
So back on board with Chris, the guy that always he's hit SPW and around. Chris into the back of SPW, and Chris most definitely has wing damage now. SPW losing all sorts of positions now as Pedro is going up the inside of Adam as his teammate is about to maybe lose the position to Name Changer. Name Changer up the inside, a bit of a lockup, but good move by Name Changer. So the battle for what is going to be P1 is starting to look very, very feisty. Mikey controlling the pace, but definitely holding up Boastman at the moment. Let us see what happens. So Mikey is just keeping on by the skin of his teeth. What the hell?
Sure.
Pedro has just commented mid-race. What is going on, Pedro? Maybe Lennon is on his phone. Brock and Pelly. Oh, okay then. Brock has the rev glitch and it's really annoying. But Brock maybe went for a late move on Pelly. Jam me on Ronnie, boy. Ronnie just can't get around the outside. Skarma has the luck but doesn't get it done. Ronnie maybe gonna have a better run onto the straight though. He's gonna have the better traction. Brock gets past Pelly. We're just gonna quickly go on board with this. Brock seals that move into turn 3. I guess it's turn 2, turn 3. And Ronnie's off. Ronnie is off.
Oh no.
I'm gonna check his wing. Doesn't look damaged. Ronnie maybe just outbreaking himself. DFAC is gone past Skarma, so he on a rampage from his earlier incident. Chris has pitted for the hard compound tire as Glock having an issue on your screen too?
Lock.
P5?
P5, yeah, that's correct.
So Glock has made a mistake.
Oh.
I didn't catch exactly what happened, but Glock made a mistake, and this is gonna help Jensen out the most. It gives Boastman maybe a bit more time to relax, as he's definitely going to be all up Mikey. What you need to do if you are Boastman is send one around the outside, and he is going to try it. Now cut back, open that DRS. Oh, a bit of a touch. Don't think there was any wing damage involved. Boastman up the inside. Oh, very close to touching. Pedro gets past his teammate in Matoman, as this is going to be too wide to the fast right-hander. The touch. Mikey stays in P2, so that is well done by Boastman, showing that he wants that position and that he wants to pull away now. Mikey, if Mikey's smart, he can maybe hold on to this position. Pelly picks up a penalty as he's going side by side with Vapor, and Pelly loses out. A name changer is now... Oh, I'm lagging a lot at the moment.
Oh no.
Sorry to the stream. We are on board with name changer, a very laggy name changer because of my internet. We have resumed normality. So Boastman P1 from Mikey from Jensen, Brock, Glock, Vapor, Pelly, Name Changer, the first guy on the hard compound, Pedro doing a great job on his softs, Matuman, SPW recovering from a spin with Chris, Adam, DFAC, Jalmi, Skama, Ronnie, and Chris. Pelly and Name Changer side by side, a bit of contact. Pelly goes off circuit and Name Changer gets the move done. We're gonna look behind Name Changer and he has that move done. So Jensen all over the back of Mikey now, so Mikey's tires starting to give out a bit, Mitch.
Yeah.
He's definitely done a good job. 6 laps. To still be in this position is a very nice place to be. What Mikey needs to be wary of is, can he pit onto a set of mediums that will put him in a gap where he can just run away with it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So as ever closer to Mikey, he will try it. Mikey's doing Boastman a favor also. These guys all on very low ERS. Jensen sends it. Mikey maybe does the cutback. No, he's kind of hanged out to dry, and now Brock is going to get the move if he uses a bit of ERS. He doesn't need to use the ERS around the outside. Matuman's out. Matuman's retired in the pits. Matuman retired in the pits. Interesting. Oh, Mikey is in AI? Maybe that's just a glitch. Let me...
Yeah.
No, he's definitely here. He's definitely here. Mikey may be just a bit glitchy at the moment. Vapor and Name Changer is still the guys to watch, I think. Name Changer definitely coming. Oh, Mikey going, oh, so it's a wide, and Mikey has broken Glock's wing. Glock has picked up wing damage from Mikey. I think Mikey's tires are all sorts of done, as Mikey is pulled over, I believe, to let Glock past. I think Glock may be just a bit too far away. Mikey's gonna continue, and I think Glock will pit.
Yep.
So Matuman has said that he is retired because he didn't load his setup.
Oh no.
SPW gets past Pedro. Pedro in the pits. Pedro is in the pits. Glock has also came into the pits. So Glock obviously picking up a wing damage. He will be quite far behind Chris because he's slowed down on track to kind of give us a bit of insight.
Yeah.
So we will rejoin the top fight. Sorry for that, guys. Boastman from Jensen from Brock. So definitely a different front three than what we were expecting, Mitch.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Now, Brock has maybe something he wants to give to Jensen. If you remember back to Silverstone last week, it was not awfully... This is a familiar ground, let us say. That Brock is very much close to Jensen and wants to get past him. And Jensen held on to the position last week. But can Brock get him this week? Boastman seemingly struggling as well. Jensen seeming to have a really good pace at the moment. Mikey into the pits. So, here we go. Oh, excuse me. So we're riding on board with Brock. So, I think at the moment we're just in a bit of a stalemate. Nothing really happening. Mikey has come into fresh air, which is good to see for him.
That's good, eh?
Let's check Jensen and Postman's ERS, very similar, and Brock has a lot more to play with, so Brock in the prime position at the moment for the win.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brock a bit of a spin through the last corner. I wonder what will happen in the rest of this race. Jensen definitely a lot more aggressive through the opening sector. Ooh, we are lagging quite a bit from me. Postman picks up a time penalty, so that is big for the rest of this race. Postman needs to maybe get a move on. Very hard to break the DRS. As Glock sets the fast lap, proving what pace he did have is still there.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump on board with Chris, who's gaining and gaining on Ronnie Boy. Ooh, Chris, all sorts of wide there. So again, very much apologies stream for the lag. Mitch, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Right, sorry guys, there's quite a bit of lag at the moment. Chris gonna go around the corner and he's gonna be very, very close to Mikey. I'm sorry, not Mikey, Ronnie. Still nothing happened as Glock gets past SFR Officer Doofy. So, Chris onto the main straight. He will breeze past the ongoing Ronnie. And look at Pedro! Look at Pedro! Good move by Pedro. Pedro had a chance to go up the inside of Chris there. I'm surprised he didn't take it. A lot of guys picking up penalties now, Mitch.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I know they are.
Ooh, it's Karma. Bit of a moment. He is Chris behind him, and who's that? Jalmi's in the wall. Jalmi in the wall.
Safety car. This is gonna be a safety car.
It won't be a safety car. He's back on the waist. Skarma is struggling a lot. Does he have wing damage?
Yeah.
Name changer gets past his teammate. Was that a move orchestrated by the two Alfa Romeos? I'd say so. Wow, it's really hard to listen to Chris's car at the moment. It's rattling like mad with this gearbox glitch. But here we go. Onto the straight. Chris gaining and gaining on Skarma again and again and again. Bang. Done move. And that's easy. But look, Pedro's still here. Skarma very aggressive on the curb. And that's gonna not see him look back at Chris, but definitely gain a bit more. The gap to these front guys is looking awfully similar. DFAC going around the outside of SBW, at least trying to. Very ambitious. Glock picks up a penalty for 3 seconds of warnings. Very good. Oh, the guys are into the pits. I thought something had happened. Oh, Ronnie has hit the wall. Safety car, maybe? Maybe? Nope. Right, so Brock and Postman onto hard compound tires. Jensen needs to push. This is Jensen's lap where he must push. If he can perform an overcut, this would be perfect for his race. Another guy that they have to really be careful of is the name changer. They cannot allow this guy to remain this close to them. You know, because he'll be on the fresh medium tire come lap around 16. DFAC gets past the SPW. SPW is spun. And I think that may have been a collision with DFAC, as Chris is going to have to watch out for that SPW car yet. And that is very unfortunate. Jensen continues. So there's name changer and Vapor. Pelly and Boast. Pelly maybe pits? Nope, Pelly continues also. Boastman is the next driver, and he is already pit, so he's gonna continue out and just keep pushing. Mikey up past DFAC. Glock gets past Skama, who is Glock now chasing down. So that is good signs for Glock. He's still not where he needs to be, but he's doing decent.
Yeah, he is.
Jensen losing all sorts of time to name changer. I hope Jensen's strategy pays off for him.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Again, apologies for the laggy stream. There is nothing we can do at this current stage. Oh, Jensen all sorts of spinning, and that will see him into the pits. Let's see what Boastman is. Boastman gonna be the guy that Jensen needs to watch. Same with Brock. If Brock can get the jump on Jensen, that is job well done for these two. But Jensen is coming down the pit lane now. I think Jensen may have this. No, he's not. No, he gets jumped. He's on fresher tires, but he's lost a good chunk of time. Oh! And Boastman locks up, and that's going to enable Brock to go around the outside. No, he comes back and thinks better of it. I think very unlucky for SPW. Oh, and we're lagging so much on my screen. I really do apologize. This is not good to watch. I'll go on someone that maybe isn't lagging. Let's check in on Chris and Glock. Nope, they're lagging as well. So, we're approaching what will be the halfway point of this race, Mitch. What are your kind of thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know at the moment. It's interesting though.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, Pelly into the pits. Brock sends one on Boastman. Up the inside, Brock gets the move done. There's a bit of contact again, and they're gonna keep going side by side into the next corner. We're gonna ride on board with Boastman. Brock goes around the outside and gets the move done. But Boastman, similar to what he done with Mikey, may try come back here. Ooh, double lockup for Boastman, and Brock is through and up into net P1. Let's see Mr. Vapor. I don't know what Vapor is doing. He's extending this medium stint to the point where he's really gonna lose a lot of time. I think Boastman is really struggling at the moment. I'm gonna check his front wing. I can't see any significant damage. But Brock is pulled away outside the DRS already. So name changer is gonna pit this or the next lap. Jensen gets past Boastman. Jensen is past Boastman. Another move we missed was Glock on Chris. Chris's tire is 12 laps old. Yeah. Obviously had that spin at the start involved with Mr. SPW, who sadly has retired from the race. I think very unlucky for SPW Mitch. Looked like he had decent pace, started outside the top 10, fresh tires, and I think just nothing went his way today.
Yeah,
Ronnie around, Ronnie around. Will this cause a safety car? It will not. Mikey passed him, and so is Pelly. Poor Ronnie, just unlucky. Vapor into the pits, so we'll see roundabouts how much time he loses. He's definitely about 10 seconds behind, maybe even further. What is going on with Boastman? He must have some sort of damage. He does. Boastman does. He has front left wing damage. I don't know where he picked this up from, but that is explaining everything to why Boastman's so slow. Jensen, meanwhile, Pelly and Mikey, and Pelly gets the move done. Welcome everyone to the stream, the laggy stream of life. Make sure you subscribe and like the video, please. It will greatly be appreciated. Glock is retired. Safety car. We have a safety car. Where did he retire? Over to the left there. I wonder what happened there. If Glock can maybe... Is it a safety car, Mitch? Virtual safety car. Okay, so Name Changer takes this opportunity to pit. And Mitch, he's going to gain about a few seconds here, and he's definitely going to come out into the lead. Name Changer is going to come out into the lead by about 2 or 3 seconds. We're going to ride on board with Brock, and it's over. Name Changer has won the race. Vapor also gets past Boastman. Boastman in the pits to get that wing changed, so probably a smart move from Boastman. So when Name Changer out into the lead, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the next big battle is most definitely Brock and Jensen. Jensen looks very cool and calm at the moment, definitely looking as though he has that pace in hand over Brock. Has about 2 lap fresher tires. What Brock needs to do is just avoid penalties, and he can hopefully force Jensen into a penalty. So I wonder. I'm gonna ride on board with Chris, right behind DFAC. The lone Williams driver on his debut race for HOR. Chris goes late move down the inside, and it's an easy move for him. Boastman similarly sounds one down the inside. What a move by Boastman. That place is very hard to get traction. Ooh, they have a bit of a touch. DFAC into the pit, so Boastman now going to get Chris. Very, very easy move there. I think Chris doesn't want to fight that. Where is Mikey? Mikey doing a good job in P6. Where we said he should be.
Yeah. But Mike, what did you say there, man?
Did
you say something, man?
Yeah, I just said Mikey's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he is. Sure. Just took a power nap there.
Mitch.
Anyway.
Mitch.
Yes.
Stop. I know it's a boring race,
Okay.
but it's your turn to talk now.
No,
Go.
no. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm on board with Billy. So yeah, not bad for Billy. I think he's a bit up on his time. But yeah, let's see how it goes for Mr. Pelly. Yeah, he's been having such a tough season. And even the Renault garage,
Yeah.
the whole Renault garage, Jay. Where's my phone? I need my phone. Shit.
They
Yeah.
definitely
Anyway,
have
I'm
not
just...
been having the greatest season over there.
Yeah.
Nor have they ever. Renault is the cursed car. I cannot wait till Alpine Racing comes in and we can get rid of it.
Yeah, no, true, right?
So, interesting little progression in the Brock and Jensen story. Jensen has about half the percentage of ERS as Brock. He actually has less than half. He's got quite substantially less than half actually. He's about 1/3.
Okay, no.
And this is going to be good for Brock, because this means if Brock can just not use any ERS, Jensen's using it on the straight. Jensen is burning his ERS, wasting that fresh tire.
He wants to get in that ERS.
Yep. But you have to remember, Jensen is 2-lap fresher tires. Jensen really should be the guy saving. Brock should be the guy trying to push. Do you know what I mean? Boastman up past Mikey. So Boastman... Mikey in the pits maybe? Oh, I think Mikey has had a spin. Oh, I think Mikey... His tires are definitely gone off the cliff. But yeah, Jensen... It's not like Jensen to make silly mistakes or have to over push, and he's definitely doing that at this stage of the Grand Prix. He's not really being smart about what he has, and he needs to do a bit better, because Brock is a guy that doesn't pick up penalties, so you need to get it done on circuit. And I mean, at the moment it's advantage Brock, most definitely. He's pulling away every lap and Jensen's wasting ERS every lap, so you know, there's no benefit here for Jensen. He's just prolonging nothing.
Yeah, no, true.
Down to 2% ERS there for Jensen. You know, he's gaining 3/10 on the straight, but it doesn't mean anything. I wonder what Vapor's gap to Jensen is kind of looking at. 7.4. If that kind of comes down over the next few laps, there's still 12 laps left, Mitch. Wow, this is a long Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, a very, very long Grand Prix. So, we need a safety car just to provide us with a bit of action. This battle between Brock and Jensen is all but over at this stage, as Brock looks like he's going to pull out of the DRS range this lap. Jensen again using his ERS, Brock not using any. That is 9/10, 9.3. As they go into the DRS zone, Jensen gains a little bit but loses again on exit. And Jensen, by the skin of his teeth, grabs it. Again, using up all his ERS where he doesn't... Jensen clearly at this stage does not have the pace. He has a fresher tire. You know, there's no real point in him wasting his ERS. He needs to be careful. Vapor, on the other hand, not gaining on Jensen, but he's gaining in the sense that Jensen's using the ERS and stuff, and the DRS is gaining him about 3/10, so it's very hard for Vapor to gain. Boastman catching Pelly at a rate of knots. I mean, yeah, it's just there's no real small gaps at the moment. And I feel like I'm just repeating myself very often. Jensen had a bit of a better lap this time around. The gap is about the same. So Mitch, I know it's a bit early.
Yes.
But driver of the day today, I think name changer I will get it from the game. That is because he started last and he is P1 at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Let me study it.
See if it ends the way it does. And everyone does another 10 laps on their tyre. I will give it to Chris.
Yeah, I think so.
30 laps on a tyre would be nuts.
Yeah.
Though Officer
It's just-
Doofy is catching him, so that will be interesting. Just riding on board with Jensen,
Chris is
nothing
coming in.
seems to be happening. And Chris,
Ooh.
there goes Chris's driver of the day.
Well, yeah, this one. So, well, almost this
So,
one.
all of a sudden we have a bit of action. Mikey on Adam. Mikey down the inside. And Chris is retired with 10 laps to go. I mean, you need the points, Chris.
Maybe add
Maybe add enough. I'm sure he has other things going on.
Yes.
That Chris car is going to be right on the racing line. Vapor gained about a tenth on Jensen in the last 2 laps, so that gap's slowly coming down. Jensen starting to find a bit more pace. Maybe the tyres are starting to come to him.
He's
So-
still got like 8% ERS, huh?
That's what I'm kind of thinking, Mitch. It doesn't matter how quick Jensen kind of gets, as long as Brock keeps his head and doesn't get a penalty. I don't see the move happening because, you know, Jensen has to gain a 40% ERS advantage to kind of put up a move to Brock. And Brock's a very, very good defensive driver. I'm going to ride on board with DFAC. He's just put on the DRS on Adam and he's going to maybe go around the outside. Nope. He's going to try maybe a switch back here. Nope. Yeah, I don't really know. So far the top 3 guys, the only guys without penalties, which is a huge compliment to them. So much. We have about 7 or 8 laps left.
Yeah.
And things are looking dim, would be the word I'd
Yeah,
say.
no, it is.
We have DAFC is gonna maybe go for a move on Adam. Let's
Yeah,
have a look.
no,
He definitely has an ERS advantage, but not by much. The two of them using the overtake, but look at DAFC down the inside. Daniel Ricciardo-esque move, but Adam's gonna come on the switchback. And they're both going to go side by side, and it's great move by DAFC, holding on to that position, and Adam is going to concede the position. Brock starting to pull away from Jensen again. Oh, Jensen very late on the brakes, and if Brock can get maybe a good exit here, that can be a decent amount of time gained. But that DRS is just, it's keeping Jensen in it, it's keeping him there, which is annoying if you're a Brock fan, because you can never truly say it's done until it's done, and it's looking done. But again, Jensen doesn't have you know, Jensen is a 5 or 4-time H4 champion, you know, he knows what he's doing. I'm gonna check the race director quickly, and I'm gonna just check. Brock has 2 warnings, so Brock needs to be careful. Jensen similarly has 2 warnings, and Name Changer has 2 warnings as well. Pedro and Adam. Adam's in the pits, oh okay. And Pedro gets lapped. I think Pedro's run a very good race today. And we're gonna be looking at Vapor for who's falling about 5/10 back. Jensen gaining and gaining on Brock, but not enough. Oh! What has happened there for Ronnie? That was really violently into the wall there by Ronnie. Interesting. Let's go on board with Brock and Jensen. Still nothing happening here. Boastman is on the back of Pelly. Right, finally. Some new cars to watch. Sick of that Ferrari. Absolutely sick of it. Pelly can hold on to this P5, it's definitely a good result for him. Not had the greatest of seasons, and look at that, Jensen's out of DRS, and Jensen's struggling, Jensen's lost it. Jensen's lost the DRS, and this could be big. Brock still not using his ERS, Jensen using it, but 1.2. Jensen needs to gain 2/10, and he does not have that aid of the DRS, which is helping him so much, and we're starting to see now that gap is going to start expanding, or at least you'd think. Let's see what Jensen has. It's not looking like it's going well for him. So overall, Name Changer has put in an absolutely stunning race. I mean, starting from last, got lucky with the VSC, maybe made it a bit easier for him, but I think he deserves it after what happened to him last week, that's for sure. Jensen's starting to gain on Brock, so Brock, maybe tires starting to go again, but I don't really know what to say, we'll see. Jensen's so close to being back inside that DRS, and that it's daylights again for Brock then if that happens. Oh, very close. This is going to be close. No DRS for Jensen, and you know, Brock maybe should use a bit of overtake here, just extend the gap. Skarma on Pedro, Pedro on Skarma. I don't know what's happening here. I'm riding on board with the wrong car. Skarma, as Pelly concedes the position to Boastman. So Pedro and Skarma, the battle for P9 and 10. Oh, Skarma a bit wide, and that allows Pedro up the inside, and that's an easy move. And Boastman, I think we'll see off the challenge of Pelly for now. Ooh, Pelly very late on the brakes. But that is that move all done and dusted. Brock has lost his gap to Jensen already. But he's gaining it again in the final sector. Maybe starting to use a bit of overtake is Brock. Would be an awful shame to lose it at this late stage. Jensen will be in DRS. So we're back to square one. And if you notice there in the bottom right hand corner, right? Jensen used no overtake. Was at the highest he was. And he's already back down to 5. I don't know what he's doing. He's using the overtake in all the wrong places. He's not going to overtake Brock on the straight. He's been sat behind him for about 15 laps now, and nothing's changed. try something different. This stretch of road is where you want to do it. Or maybe just coming into the third sector, that's where you need to be using it. Not on the straight, you're only gaining time to lose it. Sorry for my outrage. But here we go. We're gonna see a similar pattern, I feel. Brock is back over 50%. Jensen's on 11%. I think the only thing I can see now that's gonna happen is a penalty for either driver. Are you back, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm there.
I think you nodded off a bit again.
Yeah. Hey man.
We're almost done. We're almost done. 2 more laps. Again, Jensen using the overtake and on the straight, just doing absolutely nothing.
I'm sorry, guys.
You don't have to apologize. I'm here. I'll do it.
Well, okay.
That's not a cue to sleep, Mitch. Ooh, Brock very wide there. See Jensen now. Overtake button now, and you'd be good. Boasterman in the pits. What? Boasterman go. Okay, I see what he's doing. He's gonna give Pelly the position and get fastest lap, so he doesn't lose a point. Very smart by Boasterman. Use overtake now when Brock isn't expecting it. Gain on him so that by the time you get to the straight, you're only 3/10 away. Instead of using it to just nullify Brock's advantage, it's the same thing every lap, Jensen. You need to get a move done. Look, watch. 3, 2, 1, flicks the overtake on. Wow. Who would have called it, Mitch? Who would have called it?
Yeah, man.
I know when you're in the car it feels like the right thing to be doing, but you need to truly get the most out of your overtake button. You need to be using it, especially at a track like Hungary, is now. You know, when in the tight, twisty sections, when you need that extra bit of acceleration. But look, Jensen's all over Brock now. He might come back to tell me, oh, I did it. Ooh, all sorts of shady there from Jensen. So, as name changers, absolutely won the race by a country mile at this stage. Jensen is the closest he has been to Brock. And definitely looks like he can do something this lap maybe, but we'll see again.
Yeah.
Brock definitely has to overtake that. If Jensen does come at him, he can, you know, come back at Jensen. But here we go. On to the last lap. Jensen switches on that overtake. He's gaining and gaining and gaining, but not enough. Look at the straight line speed difference. It's over. Yeah. Brock has claimed P2. And Jensen's gone on the grass, and that is all over. Yeah, so that is that done. Brock just needs to not get a penalty now, and that Jensen somehow has had 2 spins basically, and still in 8/10. So that is good job by Jensen, but he's got that flashing red light of doom at the bottom of his screen, so he does need to save fuel, but so does Brock, so these two need to be a bit careful, I'd say. Don't waste your fuel. Jensen, it's almost over. Use your overtake, use your overtake. And I think Jensen is maybe, as the name changer, wins the Grand Prix.
Shit, what a dominating drive.
Very dominating that drive from the bottom of the pack. P17 to P1, he has overtaken 16 cars, and Brock takes P2 from Jensen, from Vapor, who's gonna come home for P4. A brilliant display by the Alfa Romeos today. P4 for
really
Vapor. Pelly will come home. Penalties excluded for P5 on his return from a two race week.
Yeah.
Kinda missing. And Pelly P5. Boastman needs to get the fastest lap here. Or did he already get it on the last lap? We'll see now. Oh, Boastman crashes over the line. And that is everyone done except Ronnie. We'll watch Ronnie come home for P13. Unlucky for Ronnie. Had some promising signs today, but just one or two incidents that he just couldn't get out of, and that is P15 for Ronnie. So Mitch, who would you vote for your driver of the day?
Maybe, I don't know, okay, before I say something and change my mind, let me just see the results and I will tell you soon. Maybe, I don't know, can I say? Right, let me just get the results first. That's better.
So,
Sure,
congratulations to everyone.
Yeah, congrats guys.
And thank you for everyone that stayed and watched the stream. Postman did get his fastest lap of the race. So, name changer from Brock, Jensen, Vapor, Pelly, Postman, Mikey, DFAC, Skama, Pedro, Officer Doofy, Jalmy, Ronnie, Chris, Glock, SPW, and Matoman. So, I think just with the way the internet is, Mitch, it will probably take me a few minutes to get the interviews up. So I'm gonna just. Do you wanna just call it now?
Yeah. What for? Driver of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe Pilly, eh?
Yeah, I think Pelly deserves that. He only went up one position, but he drove strong. Definitely a strong drive. Another guy that deserves it is actually, I think, for me, I think Brock. Looking at his grid position, P7 to P2.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to go with Brock?
Yeah, let's go with Brock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was blind.
I was blind to that too. I thought Brock maybe started up a bit closer to the top. So Brock, driver of the day from us, and name changer was from the game. A truly dominant display by name changer today, Mitch.
Yeah, no, true.
I believe we have Spa-Francorchamps tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, we do indeed. So that will be a much more active race, I believe. So from me and Mitch, that is thanks you for watching. Mitch, do you want to say anything to wrap us up?
Yeah. Congrats, guys. Well done.
I think that's all we can say. So thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to name changer Brock and Jensen. Sorry there's no interviews today, but we will be back tomorrow with better connection and better interviews. So that will be all from us. Thank you. Please do subscribe if you have not yet done so, and we will be back tomorrow same time for Belgium Grand Prix.